Juan Mendez, Scots, Sada. Chapter 3. To save our marriage and punish the betrayal. The air around us was dense, charged with betrayal and anger. I felt my heart torn, battling between the love I once knew and the fury that now consumed me. Did you think you could fool me? Me, who has stood by you through everything, motherfucker. Yes, I felt betrayed, with a mix of hurt and rage. All the bullshit you've ever been through. Sergio, ever the manipulator, countered. I've given you everything, Rhandi. You saying that's not enough? I couldn't help but laugh, though it was void of humor. Everything? You've given me lies and deceit. That's what I've received, I said, feeling a crack in my composure. Please, let's not do this, he pleaded, reaching for my hand, which I swiftly pulled away. Doing this? You did this the moment you chose her over me, I exclaimed, the truth stinging like a fresh wound. Facing him, I confronted him about his affair with Sada, revealing the extent of my knowledge. You were careless, Sergio. Did you think the private investigator would miss your little rendezvous? I asked with a smirk, though my eyes remained cold. Sada means nothing, Rhandi. It was a mistake, he stuttered, his confidence obviously in the open. A mistake? Is that what you call an affair now? I laughed, though it was bitter and hollow. You were getting too close. It was foolish, he tried to justify, his voice faltering. Foolish? No, Sergio. What's foolish is thinking you could outsmart me. I was at a crossroads, grappling with how to save our marriage and punish the betrayal. What do you want from me, Rhandi? He asked desperately, searching for a way out. I want you to end it with her. Completely. No contact, I demanded, firm and serious. He looked at me, pouting. And if I refuse? He challenged. He lacked conviction. Then you lose everything. Me, the mansion, the lifestyle, I said. I threatened him, face to face, my gaze unflinching. Rhandi, please, there's got to be another way to handle this, he said. He pleaded with me, his eyes begging for mercy. But I was resolute. End it with her, Sergio. That's your only option, I said. I insisted, my tone final. And what about us? What happens to us? He asked, his voice barely above a whisper. That depends on you, I said, soft, but laced with steel. Can't I have both? You and her? He dared to ask, audacious and foolish. In your dreams, Sergio. In your dreams, I said. And I scoffed, turning away, feeling a mix of disgust and sorrow. Sergio defensively insisted that Sada was just a friend, attempting to downplay the affair. Sada is just a friend, Rhandi. You're blowing this shit out of proportion, he said. A friend? Don't insult my intelligence, I snapped, my patience wearing thin. We've never crossed a line. It's platonic, he lied, avoiding my gaze. Platonic? Then explain the Miami hotel receipts, the late-night calls, I said, my voice rising with every word. You're seeing things that aren't there, he insisted, his back metaphorically against the wall. I knew the truth, and I refused to let him deceive me any longer. Stop lying to me, Sergio. I know everything, I yelled, my anger reaching its boiling point. I'm not lying, Rhandi, I swear, he said, but his eyes betrayed him. You think I'm a fool, don't you? But I'm not the one being played here, I said, dripping with contempt. You're wrong, Rhandi. You've got it all wrong, he tried to argue, but his words sounded hollow. I've got it all right, Sergio, and you've got it all to lose, I said, my resolve steeling. I chillingly warned him about the lengths I would go to eliminate Sada from our lives. If she doesn't disappear from your life, I'll make sure she disappears from this world, I said, ice cold, for sure, threatening them both. Rhandi, you can't be serious like that, he said, with a hint of fear creeping into him. I've never been more serious. She's a threat to our marriage, to everything, I said, my eyes darkening with determination. You wouldn't dare fuck that up, Rhandi, he said, but he lacked conviction. Try me, Sergio. Just try me, I said, daring him, my gaze uneasy. Our argument escalated as Sergio tried to placate me while I demanded absolute loyalty. I'll do whatever you want, Rhandi. Just tell me what to do, he pleaded, desperate. Firm, I said. Absolute loyalty, Sergio. That's non-negotiable. I can give you that. I will, he promised, though doubt lingered in his eyes. Promises are cheap. I need action, Sergio. Prove your loyalty, I said, demanding him. I'll prove it. I'll end it with her, I swear, he said, his resolve faltering. Sergio argued for his freedom and happiness, while I insisted on marital fidelity and respect. I deserve happiness too, Rhandi. Isn't that fair? He argued, trying to justify his actions. Your happiness can't come at the cost of our marriage, I said, resolute. I'm not your possession, Rhandi. I have a right to live my life, he said, raising his voice. You vowed to be faithful, Sergio, to respect our marriage, I reminded him, my words sharp. Sometimes vows are broken. That's life, he said, bitter. We faced the possible failure of our marriage and the disastrous consequences. If we can't fix this, what happens to us? He asked, fear underlying his words. We crumble, Sergio. We lose everything we've built, I said, fighting back tears. I don't want to lose you, Rhandi, but I don't know how to fix this, he admitted, his voice breaking. It's simple. Choose. Her or me, I said, my ultimatum clear. I don't know if I can make that choice, he whispered, laden with despair. I gave him a look, darkly hinting that if Sergio didn't stay away from Sada, I might resort to violence. If you see her again, it'll be the last thing you do, I said, threatening him, cold and menacing. My husband looked at me, trembling. Rhandi, you're scaring me, he said. Good. You should be scared. Because I'm serious, I said, my eyes dark and serious. You wouldn't hurt her like that, would you? He asked, fear evident. Watch me, I said, a chilling whisper. Our conversation closed with me receiving a mysterious, threatening text message on my phone, indicating that someone else knew about our private turmoil and was willing to exploit it. As I glared at Sergio, my phone buzzed again. Picking it up, my eyes widened as I read the message. I know what you're planning. Watch your back. Who is it? Sergio asked, noticing the change in my expression. Someone who knows too much. This is far from over, I said, tinged with a mix of fear and determination.